Hey, what's up, folks? Listen, someone DM'd me a topic to discuss. Like, it's a very touchy topic, but I'm gonna discuss it. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Sorry about the strike. The topic was yes, why do women? Well, I should say, why do some women? Why do some women believe it's okay to get physical abuse? Hmm. Some of them believe it's actually love. Some of them believe it's love. And this is stemming from childhood trauma. A lot of these situations are stemming from childhood traumas and things that happened and situations that escalated and it was not dealt with. Unfortunately, unfortunately, oh God, something in my eye, sorry. Unfortunately for us, in the society that we live in the society that we live in, there are people who believe that women provoke a man to become physical, right? There are people who actually believe that. They believe, oh, well, you know, maybe she provoked him, or, oh, well, she knows the kind of man she's with, so she shouldn't have said what she said, or she shouldn't have done what she did, or etc. Listen, let me just make this very clear. It does not matter what she did as long as she did not get physical with you. And listen, I'm not going to sit down and pretend that there aren't women who are stronger than men. There are women actually who are stronger than men. There are women who are stronger than some men. There are women out there. Some men, they're like this. You know, they have those little weak backs and feeble body and all that. And then you have some women who are really built, right? So I'm not giving anyone permission. That's one thing. I'm not giving anyone the permission to put their hands on anybody. A man should not put his hand on a woman. A woman should not do that either. But if you're with a woman and she's like this and you're like this, and she shoves you, and you're like, yo, stop playing. All right, stop doing that. She shoves you again. You turn around and you punch her 17 times in the face. Break her nose, burst her lips, hit her teeth out, you knock them out, burst her eyes, damage her eye corners, and etc. etc. And then when she falls, you step in her head. That's a serious blatant abuse. You cannot say, oh well, she hit me first. But I do not promote anyone putting their hands on anyone. Period. So this is the thing. I've asked, and I've heard people say, well, Chanel, maybe if she didn't provoke him, or, she know the kind of man she's with. What do you mean she knows the kind of man she's with? So, oh, because I met this guy and he's a nice guy. I know he has his temper, but I'm not using that to judge him because we're in a relationship and he's been a good gentleman to me. And so we're in the relationship, but I realize that it's easy to flip. His anger is like that. So I should not express myself. I shouldn't talk about things that he's doing wrong. I shouldn't say anything to him because he has a temper. Well, I think in that case maybe that man should stay by himself and no woman should get involved with him because if you can't say anything to him without getting a reaction or a reflex, then something is definitely wrong. And there's nothing about there's nothing about that is right. There is nothing about that situation that is right. Unfortunately, there are women, there are young girls who are up to their date living under conditions that they have no help. There's no one there to protect them, to guide them, to show them a different and better structure and a different and better way. They see their moms with either their dads, stepdads, this loser guy who she found last week. He comes into the home, he beats her up, he abuses you, whether physically, sexually, emotionally, verbally. And you see your mother and your father still together. You see your mother and this loser still together through it all. And so to you, you're thinking, okay, I guess this is not a bad thing. I guess this is okay. Maybe this is love. Maybe this is how they actually show their love. That's not love. It's not love. You know what I wish? I wish that people will step out of the crazy box that they're in. And I wish everyone would get help. I wish that people would help others when they see them in distress. Because most times people see people in distress and they walk away or they turn the other eye. They turn their eyes away completely. They don't even say, you know what? Listen, even as a woman and I'm walking, If I'm walking past a situation where I see a guy stepping in a woman's head, repeatedly stepping, as a woman, I'm trying to do something. Whether it's to get help, whether it's to intervene, something. Something. But if I walk away from the situation, what does that make me? Who does that make me? How would you feel if you walked into your home and you see a guy stepping into your sister's head? A guy abusing your mother, abusing your daughter? How would you feel? What would you do? How would you react as a man, as a woman, as an individual? Domestic abuse is never right. It is never right. It is never okay to say, oh, he did it because. And I've heard females actually justify it because they craved love. They didn't have love. And because this young man comes into their life and they feel like this is love, they literally defend him down to the ground just to stay in a relationship, just to say someone needs me. They feel empty. That's why I keep telling people, especially young women, learn to love yourselves and be alone. Learn to be alone for a minute. Sometimes we don't know how to be alone. So once we're alone, we start feeling like anybody just walks into our lives and just say, baby, I love you. It's like, yeah, oh, okay, he loves me. Oh, she loves me. And everybody, that's it. No, it's not that way. It does not mean that as soon as somebody walks into your pathway and starts to show you, oh, I'm in love, this is the first person you jump at, because you don't know what love is. Take time to figure yourself out. If you feel like you need help, go and seek it. But if you go into something battered and bruised and damaged with all the baggages in the world, you're going to end up getting more baggages, more damages, and more bruises. Take the time to figure out you, figure out yourself, figure out what you want, figure out the things that makes you happy. Because there's never a reason to blame yourself and say, oh, well, I poked him in the head and then he just turned around and just boom and punched me in the eye. Maybe I deserved it. No, you didn't deserve it. That loser deserves to get up, period. That's what he deserves to get. Weak men hit women. Regardless of what people want to say, or, well, women should not put their hands on men. You are right. Women should not put their hands on men, but majority of the time, a man is always quick to want to hit a woman because she's the weakest link. You'll have a conversation. You realize a man will have an argument with another man, and they'll argue it out. They'll argue it out. Yeah, what you finna do? What you finna do? Da 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 da. And they're going at it, going until, okay, maybe someone will come and break it. Or 90% of the time, they're not gonna get into something physical. Why? Because he has someone with the same strength as he has. A woman says something. Oh, who are you talking to? Huh? Who you talking? Lower your voice. Boo. Really? And I'm gonna tell you this. I was speaking to a friend of mine who does a podcast, and she was saying to me she did a coverage on physical abuse, and a lot of people were saying she shouldn't have said the things that she said, and she removed the video. And I said to her, you should not have removed your video. This is social media. People are free to say whatever they want. People are saying anything that they want. You can say what you want to say, especially if you're here to try and make a difference. Now, what she said was, the day when women start becoming radical and stop becoming housewives and fingernail clerks, that is when men will actually have respect for women. Anytime a man go like this and a woman go back like this, and he throws her against the wall and she get up like a rebel and chuck on him and like down on the ground, let's NFL it out. Let's rugby. Let's play some football. Let's have that moment. Anytime it gets to that stage where women start to get crazy in the homes, whether with weapons or any other means, whenever women start to get radical, because I understand it's a society where we're taught as women that we need men to protect us. We are taught that. So we grow up on that aspect of believing that, okay, well, if they are to protect us, then I can't fight with them. You don't have to fight with them, but you need to defend yourself. I never promote any woman to be weak. I don't promote weak women. Don't sit down and as soon as someone runs up to you, you're like, oh, you have to stop becoming that kind of woman. Women need, we are the backbones of society. We are the structure. We're the same ones who raised these men. We have to start raising these men the proper way. Because some of them, they're not raised the proper way, and that's exactly why we have the result of what we have today. There's gonna be a part two to this. There's gonna be a part two because this is not a topic that can just be addressed in one go. Not promoting violence, but just like any other thing in life, you should protect yourself. You should defend yourself, and you should not stand for anything that's gonna batter you and bruise you, whether it's physically, emotionally, verbally, mentally, spiritually, in any way possible. Love thyself, man. Love yourself. Love yourself and think about you before anything else and anybody else. All right? There's going to be a part two to it. Stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Boom. Click on that notification bell. Let's have a discussion. What do you think about the situation? Do you believe that there are women who entertain the idea of men hitting them because that's the way they want to live? Do you believe that it was coming from something troubling them in the mind at a younger stage? Do you believe that women provoke men and that's why they get hit? What do you believe? What do you think of the situation? Come, let us reason. Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk about it intelligently. We're intellectual beings. Let's be smart. Keep your heads up there. There is no need to keep it down. Have a good one.